Hello, my name's Fred Binley and I work at the University of Southampton. Today's 5 in 5 is all about personal statements. So here are 5 tips from the University of Southampton about writing a great personal statement. And tip 1 is it's all about the P word. Can you guess what that P word is? Persuasive. Good personal statements have to be persuasive. You're trying to persuade the university to give you an offer of a place. If you don't remember anything from this talk today, try and remember the P word, persuasive, so that when you're drafting your statement, when you've got it to somewhere that you think is pretty good, you can read through it and ask yourself, have I been persuasive? Because good personal statements are about standing out from the crowd. Have a look at these 3 sheep here. They all kind of look the same, but maybe one to you just slightly stands out. Maybe it's just a bit more persuasive than the other. And that's what good personal statements are. They have something in them that makes them slightly stand out from the other candidate. And you might want to think, well, what is my persuasive example or vignette going to be to make me stand out from all the other applicants that are applying for the course that I'm interested in. Tip 2, many students start by having to write their statement from a base of not really knowing what to write at all. I don't know what to write. So imagine you're being interviewed. Good personal statements are about saying, why do you want to study the subject and what makes you the right person for the course? And that should be your starting and finishing point when you're pulling together your piece of writing. And if you do that, then you will be persuasive, you will stand out, and hopefully you'll get offers. You'll get offers from the university because you've told them why you want to study the course and what makes you the right person for it. Tip 3, are there some do's and don'ts when drafting your statement? Sure, here are some do's. So do reflect about how you can be persuasive. Do say why you want to study the subject and the course. Don't just give us a list of things that you've achieved. Think about your spelling and your grammar and your vocabulary choices because they make your writing more persuasive. And add some comments and views. The best statements I read are where students talk about things they've done in school or college and then reflect on them and make them relevant to the subject they want to do at university. What about some don'ts? Well, don't just write a record of achievement. It's got to be about why you want to do the course. It's not just your kind of resume or curriculum vitae. Don't offer an undeveloped list or use those kind of cliches like from a young age or passion. Try and not to repeat information that's elsewhere on your UCAS forms, such as talking about what grades you've got or your GCSE profile, because we know that already and it looks like you've got nothing else to say. So tell us why you want to study the course. Are there any tips? Well, here are a few top tips that all great personal statements have in them. So one of them is positive phrasing. All personal statements that tend to get offers have a really confident, positive feel to their language choices. And on the screen here, I've put just a selection of words that sometimes if you use them, they can lift your writing and make it from being a good piece of writing to being a great piece of writing. Talk to us about your wider reading and reflect on your experiences. So statements where students talk about texts or books or plays or journals, their extended project qualification, a project that they've worked on, really sound persuasive because it tells us that you've done more than just the basics to prepare yourself for the university course you're applying for. Finally, what about structure? Tip 5 from me today is about structure. Structure is the key to success, and good personal statements are always structured in a tight, succinct way. So aim for 60 to 70% of your content to be about course. Then tell us about your wider skills and experiences, and you want a nice little summary at the end talking about why you deserve to be offered a place. So remember, 5 in 5 personal statements. Tip 1, it's all about the P word, persuasive. Tip 2, why do you want to study the subject or the course? Tip 3, remember the basic do's and don'ts. Tip 4, apply some of the top tips for your writing style. And remember, structure is the key to success. Good luck with your personal statements.